Hey, welcome to episode 2 of Inside Ball, and would you believe it? Today is the 28th of January. We are 1 month away exactly
1 month
from round one to the day. It'll be all happening on the 28th of February in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Here we go.
That's
Can you believe it? 1 month.
Everything booked?
Yeah, we're all booked. I mean, but 1 month of...
Which hats? How many hats are you taking over there? Because you're going to need a few, aren't you?
Well, we'll be Inside Ball.
Inside Ball hat, first up.
Triple M.
The difference.
Triple M.
Triple M.
Channel 9.
Channel 9.
Yeah, and maybe we might be doing some people for the rural Queensland today as well.
What, over there, the farmers?
Mate, the people of rural Queensland, they're as important as anybody, as you know.
Particularly at the moment.
How are you, Kev?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. What's
really
going
good.
on, mate?
Look,
Back to school?
It takes me back because my kids have finished school now, obviously.
You're a grandfather these days.
I'm a grandfather, four by grandfather.
Yeah.
But, you would have been school drop-off and that this week, or what?
Yesterday, state schools, mate.
Because you wouldn't be private school.
No, mate.
No.
Ella Daisy's at Junction Park State School, mate. And she had a great first day.
Yep.
Cleaned her up last night in Uno, went over and played a bit of Uno with her, cleaned her up in Uno last night just to make it to the big dog was, beat her and her mother. So, I mean,
and
business as usual.
What about the boys? What are they? They're not at
the boys
school,
they're only 3, but they start daycare next week.
Won't be long.
They start daycare next week. Yeah, so that's it.
I used to love the old when the school started. I spoke to Gordy Tallis this morning. He was on the drop off with his young fella Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
The kids just love going back to school, don't they? And
well, my eldest doesn't. I had to go to Toowoomba on Australia Day because we had a chapel service and meet parents on Australia Day night up at Fairholme.
You've been all over that. Also, Fairholme, is that a state school?
It should
Fairholme
be.
College.
It should be.
Up on the downs, isn't it?
It's a problem.
Hey, I know what you're paying to go. It's not a state school, mate.
Anyway, one more year we're not allowed to mention her name, my eldest daughter, but you know who you are and we love you, and I get that. But so we did that.
So how do you feel about when the kids are going back to school? Because you've got 5 yourself.
Relief.
It used to be great, wasn't it? That's the end of your tether. By
mate, I think all the
you're
parents...
You're over-entertaining.
They dropped off, they dropped off and they said, you know what, have a great day. And they genuinely meant it because they were going to have a good day. Yeah. So school's back.
So what have you been doing, mate? So how are you feeling today, mate?
Mate, lots going on.
Been watching any of the NFL?
NFL, we've got a Super Bowl. I want to talk about that a bit later, but I want to get to the starting point with this fiasco around Zach Lomax and Parramatta.
Right.
Now, I understand that a lot of people have differing views. I will get
let's just entertain back in time.
Lomax is contracted for 4 years to Parramatta.
Right.
After 1 year, he leaves and says he's stepping away. Now, all the mail was that it was going to be to R360.
Right. But Parramatta were happy to release
Granted him a release.
Right.
On the
was there a payout fee?
No. But the proviso was that if he, and this is my understanding, that if he was to come back, he'd need permission from Parramatta.
Why don't Parramatta just re-sign him?
Well, he doesn't want to play for Parramatta, mate.
Well, why would they?
And then moved on. He was on big freight. He was on bigger freight. Yeah, bigger freight. He wasn't signed by Jason Riles. Right. He was signed by Brad Arthur. That was a deal done, and he wanted opportunities. Now, he's become one of the best wingers in the world, right? Yeah. But now...
He's an elite player.
He's an elite player, but he wants to go to Melbourne.
And he's a goal kicker.
Yeah, he wants to go to Melbourne, right? Melbourne want him
good
to go.
Good in the air. Let's just have a look at his skill level from a wing point of view, because he's been frustrated at not being able to play wing, but he's a winger. Well, he could be a centre. He could be a fullback. He brings that to the table as well, versatility. In the air, there's probably not many better than at catching the high ball from a defensive point of view as well as attacking.
Well, he was in your Australian side.
Xavier Coates, probably.
There's a few wingers
some of
there.
the catches that he has brought down, that's amazing stuff. So you can understand why the Storm, who are the aerial kings, with Xavier Coates on one wing.
And Will Warbrick on the other, who they're losing.
They could play Lomax in the centres, mate. They
need that. They do need it. Well, they've lost Pappenhausen. They've got some good footballers.
They could play him at fullback, mate.
Well, they've got a fair bit. Suey. Can I just say this?
So why can't we just make it happen? Did I see where Peter Volandis has just about had a gutful of all this? Now, is there a court process?
Well, Parramatta wanted compensation through players. If Lomax was going to be there, and Storm said no.
That's how trigger the Storm. They won't come into that.
There's legal action. I'm going to go this far, and this might be...
Is he going to Kosamui now?
No. I'm going to say this now, Kev.
Oh, you've been serious on me.
I reckon Zach Lomax has done the wrong thing. You were at Parramatta. You left St George. There was a lot around that. Just hear me out. Shane Flanagan tried. So he went to Parramatta. Yep, big money. Yep, and you were at the best of your game. You've done well. But you leave to go to R360 because you wanted more money. It didn't happen. The right thing is you go back to Parramatta.
Well, I'm sure he would, but Parramatta won't have him.
Well,
on that side, he's got to go back on the same money.
Does he? He walked away from that contract. Time to renegotiate.
Well, renegotiate.
And I'm being serious here. I get that he wanted to go to Melbourne. But if Melbourne and Parramatta can't go a deal, you go back to Parramatta. That's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do, but that doesn't happen in today's game, Dobbo.
Kev,
he can't go back and play at Parramatta. They've had words.
I'm on Parramatta's side here, mate. I'm on Parramatta's side.
But he can't play at Parramatta.
Why?
Because they negotiated a deal for him to leave.
Go. Yeah.
So obviously something wasn't because.
Well, he was on too much freight. He was on too much freight for a winger.
Well, that's not his fault.
No, but he chose to go for more money somewhere else. But that hasn't happened.
Right.
So now he wants to go to Melbourne. Okay, and then you've got this.
So what do the fans want?
You won't see him in round one playing for Parramatta, right?
No.
Okay, like there's no way Zach Lomax is going to be there.
He won't be at Parramatta. He could be at Storm, though. Are there other options out there for him to, or is it going to be Storm or nothing?
What's going on with the Storm?
Well, seriously. They released players too.
Yeah, well, they lost players. They lost Pap. They lost.
Well, Pappenhausen retired.
Nelson. Katoa has gone because of injury.
There's three.
Right, okay, there's three. Right. And they're losing, being gutted by the Perth Bears. I think Nick Meaney's just gone there as well.
That's for next year.
You know, so they're losing players and they're trying to. But I will say this, and I'm going to get to this. They are in the market, the Storm, more than anything. Like, there's no question they're trying to get Tino. I'll get to the Cooper Buy issue in a minute, and I'll also talk and now Lomax. Like, they are right in the market, which
they're entitled to. They haven't been in the market
it hasn't been the Storm way.
It's rare that the Storm go out and buy the
better player, the big top end. They develop they buy them,
bring them through.
Yeah, and they're a bit off the pace. And then they go and bring them through.
Munster's been a 10-year player. Jerome Hughes was at the Titans, and they picked him up for next to nothing.
Pap was the same.
Pappenhausen the same.
Will Warbrick was a rugby convert. Yep. Will Warbrick was a rugby convert. There's been
Harry Grant was a junior there.
Yeah.
So it'll be a big signing if they can get him.
What do you think Zach Lomax should do?
I'd be trying to sign for the Melbourne Storm. Maybe on a bit reduced rate, whatever you can get there, because they're a great club. They've been in the last two grand finals, and maybe if Lomax can add that little bit of expertise and skill, that high level outside back, which they've got one there in Xavier Coates, and Will Warbrick's pretty good too. So Barlongo fullback. I mean, maybe they can slot him in the centres because they're losing Meaney to Perth, so maybe they could slot him in there. But I think you'll find he'll end up. This is just me. My preference would be for him to play for the Melbourne Storm.
Right.
In the NRL this year. We want him playing in the NRL.
Storm lover. I mean, you are.
Well, I don't mind what club. Go down the Titans. Go and play for the Titans. But we want him playing in the NRL, Dobbo. We don't want him to see him playing rugby overseas or in Japan.
No, I agree with that.
Or even in Super Rugby.
I think he should be doing the right thing. I think he should be.
You got some rugby fans out there now after your comments last week. Gee, that came at you.
Can you all drop off? God almighty.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to that in a minute. All right.
So the other one was Cooper Buy. Let's finish Lomax off. What do you think? What do you want to see happen with Lomax?
I want to see him go back for a reduced rate to Parramatta.
Right.
That's what I want to see.
Okay. Is Peter V'landys, has he stepped in here? Did I read somewhere?
Well, I think he wants to see him back in the game.
Right, so he'll do what he can to try and get... But it's in the courts now.
Parramatta got legal action happening.
Yep.
So that they've started proceedings. Cooper Buy.
Yeah.
I only know that the Titans have done it, bent over backwards, and have been the most accommodating club any club could be for Cooper Buy.
Right.
He went to Melbourne with his dad.
Little sneaky trip, did he?
And signed and agreed, but the 10-day cooling off at the end,
He's
pirouette, backflipped. Not backflipped.
No,
had a change of heart.
Had a change of heart.
It's a young bloke.
So he committed, told the Storm he's committed.
Yeah, they thought they had him.
Is this for 20?
This is for next
27?
year. Yeah, they thought they had him.
Well, he is one of the best young talents in the game. We only saw a couple of games, or even
the Titans are doing everything they can to keep him.
And they should be, mate, because he's obviously long-termer, and he's been in their system
the whole time. But look, Marcus Bai, his father played for the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah, there's a connection there.
There's a connection there.
But they need middle forwards too. They do need middle forwards.
This guy's a superstar. Titans are doing everything they possibly can.
What sort of money are we talking here, Dobbo?
I have no idea about freight.
Right.
No idea.
It wouldn't be
but I know
money.
that there's some extra kickers. I just feel for the Titans. The Titans are cleaning the decks. They are building. Here's a foundation. And look, the talk, it just does no good. The talk Tino might be going. Now Cooper Bai.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, Jaden Campbell just re-signed, so that would have been...
that's fine, but you need forwards, mate.
Yeah,
you can't win them. And, mate, Tino's one of the best, and Cooper Bai is one of the big up-and-comers.
Yeah,
so,
big future.
I mean, big future. Melbourne want him. There's plenty of clubs that want him.
So where's that going to end up?
Well, I hope...
At the Titans.
I hope he stays at the Titans.
Yeah.
And I know there are people working around the clock. The owners, Sattler, are working around the clock.
What about Big Gordy? Is he doing any spade
Well, he's an owner. He's an owner. He'd be
Matty
involved.
Johns, this is where they come into their own.
Well, mate, I can't see it happen. I just, for me, the Titans deserve a bit better. They need a bit of luck, and they need to be able to. They've put a lot of time and effort into Cooper Bai.
Yep.
And I don't like that. So they need some stability. And I also think that.
Well, and
I've said this. I also think Craig Bellamy is a big chance of being there next year. At the Titans,
right? So
in a capacity,
yeah.
So you might be signing with Melbourne
as well.
You might be signing in Melbourne, but guess what? You might not be having Craig Bellamy.
Yeah. So for mine, I'd like to see him stay at the Titans.
Me too.
And he's been a junior through that system. He's just coming into his own. But we see it happen all the time. Players get poached. Everyone puts the spade work in and all the skill work, and through their academies. And the moment they can see potential,
of course,
bang, they swoop.
Well, the Cowboys
the Storm have produced plenty, so let's not be too critical of them.
Yeah, Cowboys have got a few headaches at the moment. The Lodgy issue overseas. Can I just touch on? And you've known Matt Lodge for a long time, so have I. He's done his time.
Yeah.
He has.
Unfortunately, in America, it's very hard to get these visas.
Yeah, but mate, hang on. The bloke. Well, Trump has. Yeah, don't. Trump has got no.
Mate, he's locking the borders, mate.
Using that connection with Trump that was in the paper, that is so wrong. It's not funny. Can I just say this now? The Cowboys are mightily pissed off about it all.
Donald Trump is going to rubber stamp Matt Lodge. He's the one that's got to rubber stamp it.
No, he's not.
He knows who Matt Lodge is.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Matt Lodge made a mistake 11 years ago.
Yeah.
He's paid the victims. He's done the time.
Yep.
He's a father of 4. He's a family man, and let's let him go. He's been culturally very good for them since I've been up there. Tell you that they're raving about up there, Reed Marnie. The Cowboys are raving about Reed Marnie. They just said culturally what he's done for them has just been unbelievable.
Well, he's rare that he's an 80-minute hooker.
Yep.
And they're hard to find.
And he goes hard.
Yeah,
big year for the Cowboys. Player. Big year for the Cowboys.
A great move for Marnie, actually. Because he was unwanted at the Dogs. They thought they had others that could do better, which I don't agree with. Because he's very close to state of origin football at his best.
Yeah, well, mate,
he's been in those development squads, and even when I was coaching Origin, he was playing in the 20s or coming through, and one was identified potentially long-term Origin hooker.
Yeah. It'd be a travesty if Matt Lodge doesn't go to Vegas. They're pretty confident, and they've got no reason to lie to me, the Cowboys, that he's a big chance of going.
Right. If he doesn't go, what are their stocks looking like? Because they're a bit thin on forwards, aren't they?
On forwards at the moment.
Is Komololo fit to go to?
No, I don't necessarily know that he'll be right. They've got a few.
I reckon he's the big one for the
Cowboys
this year. Their season, and they're making the 8, hinges on how many games he plays.
Well, only time will tell.
Yeah,
only time will tell.
Yeah, Vegas is only a month away.
Month away till we go. Now listen. There's always a lot to like about what goes on at different times of the year and everything like that. Broncos have just finished their 2-week camp.
There's a bit going on there too, wasn't there?
There was. Yeah.
Anyway.
They not everybody was happy, but that's fine.
Did I see them shearing sheep?
Yeah, John Darien Woolshed, mate. That's what they went out. You got to have some little time out there. But all the talk...
You would have shorn a sheep before?
Yeah, of course.
Have you worked as a...
Yes, rouseabout. Done some...
as a shearer?
No, a rouseabout.
They still have shearers? Or
yeah, shearers, and then there's a rouseabout.
Now?
No, they've still got shearers. But it's a rouseabout.
How much are they making the shearers?
Oh, I have no idea. But
back in the day, was a good quid.
Good money.
Wasn't it?
Good money being
Was
shearer.
it $1 a sheep or something a day?
More than that. I think it was $1.50.
No, back in the day.
Yeah. I think they made good money.
I'm talking the 80s.
Yeah, no. It was $1.50, I think, somewhere like that. Every time you shore a sheep, blokes will get to 200 a day. Something like that. 250 a day.
They're tough bastards, those shearers, aren't they?
Mate. Tough and fight. I work with a guy called bloke called Tennis Ball. He was
Tennis Ball.
Yeah,
how did he get the nickname
short,
Tennis
fat,
Ball?
and hairy. That's what he was. And I tell you what, mate, this bloke, he had bloody meat cleaver arms on him. He grabbed manhandle him. Oh Jesus. Anyway, wasn't. Yeah, Spices Run, Spices Creek. I worked in the shearing shed there. Not good days. Anyway,
what's it called?
Spices Run. Yeah, it's still going.
If you work with Dobbo there, send us in a little message.
Those blokes know who they are. And
send us in a message about Dobbo's work ethic as a shearer. We'd love to find out. We'd love to hear.
Mulesing. Yeah, no, I wasn't a sheep man. I had no interest in sheep. Hey, the Bronx All Blacks Tarpa, that's all the talk. They believe he's going to start on the edge.
Yeah. Well, he was assigning to the Dolphins by
Banter.
Yeah. Ben spotted him in Dobbo or somewhere, was it?
Playing at Yass.
Right. That's your old hometown,
Then they go from there. And
so he can play back row?
They're working on it.
Is he going to leapfrog?
Jack Kajeski. Well, Perkura's out for 8 weeks.
Yeah, and Jaden Hunt. He's going to leapfrog those two?
Yeah.
Right, he must have some ability because those two are good players.
I was talking to a bloke this morning from the club and they said, he's different gravy. I said, what do you mean? He goes, mate, M-A-D.
Yeah, every club needs one of them.
He said, it's in the eyes. He said, mate, he just absolutely great bloke. But mad. And I've been hearing that. Hey, Billy Walters starting to do a bit of running again.
I believe so, yeah.
Just starting to get straight lines. It's a long process. Round 17, he thinks, so he's still a fair way.
I've been telling people around 12, so geez, I'm a month early.
Mate. No, you are. But he will be back, but he's running again, which is good. They need Billy Walters. Yeah. They need him in that.
Well, Billy showed last year, the importance that he brings to that side, whether it's coming off the bench or starting. Which we all knew. It's nothing new to Kev Walters. Don't worry about that.
No, nothing new. What else is going on, my friend? Could have told the
Broncos that. Well, anyway, they know now.
Don't worry. Let's not open that one.
No, let's not. I'm
going to talk about the Super Bowl because I want to talk about something.
Now, have you ever been to a Super Bowl?
No, and I'm not going to one till the Cleveland Browns are in it. Refuse.
Right. Well, you won't be going to one in your lifetime then.
Well, that's what my wife says. But
this is Super Bowl 60, Dobbo.
Yeah,
I've got a few stats on here.
How many Super Bowls have you been to?
I haven't been to one.
Yeah.
But I just checked today, Narelle and I were thinking maybe we could sneak over for a Super Bowl. It'd be a great...
Unbelievable.
Be a great experience. Now, the cheapest tickets you can get were $12,000. This is for two people. Mm-hmm. $12,249. This is at...
Santa Clara,
Levi Stadium, Levi Strauss Stadium. So that's the Jeans, right? They sponsored the naming rights of the ground of the stadium.
Yeah.
Way back in 2014, they did it.
49ers.
That's where they play. That's the home. Have you seen it? It's a beautiful stadium. Have you been there?
No.
Yeah. Anyway, they sponsored it. Levi Strauss did for $220 million over 20 years. That is.
Yeah. Right.
That's crazy.
Crazy money.
And they don't build the stadiums like stadiums here in Australia, and they actually made it big enough so they could play football there.
Yeah, exactly.
The round ball game.
Yeah.
So there's been World Cup games there, and they can get exhibition games. So
there's a World Cup here there. There'll be World Cup soccer going on in July.
Yeah,
because the World Cup's on in America.
Right. So this stadium gets up to 160 events on it per year.
Yep.
So it's been great for the community.
Yeah.
It's huge. But 75,000 capacity. Right, that was at an Ed Sheeran concert in 2023. They're probably going to break the record because you get extra seating in for different times. But and the most expensive ticket. This is a big one corporately. This is row 2 from the field. Have a guess how much in Australian dollars? $62,000 a ticket. Right, but that gets you the VIP experience, which would have to be pretty good, I reckon.
Well, if you've got a lot of money, why not?
Well, it's a once-in-a-lifetime
why not?
Super Bowl. I remember Cooper Cronk when he was playing for the Melbourne Storm, asked if he could go to a Super Bowl because it's right in the middle of training.
Yeah.
And they let him
no?
They let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the proviso was that he did some altitude training
while he was over there.
So that was the swap off, you know.
I don't care about the prices. I don't care about the event.
Gordy's been.
Of course, he's been to Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I want to talk about there is a good story that I think we should all look at.
The Aussie that's playing in the Super Bowl?
Nope, no, not the kicker. Sam Darnold, the quarterback for Seattle Seahawks. Now, he was drafted number 2 pick in the NFL draft way back, I think 2017.
Yep.
Okay. He went to New York Giants and, he went to the Jets. No good, bust. He then went to Carolina Panthers, bust. He then goes to Minnesota last year, plays well, and then this year he goes to Seattle and he's going to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to compare to a halfback, let's just say Lachlan Ilias, or let's just say we discard our mainstays too early. Sam Darnold could have been on the scrap heap, but a coordinator, a coach, somebody saw him and it's like, you know what, if we build our game around him, we can get something. And look, now he had as unbelievable championship game just had as anybody. So it's a good lesson that we're probably discarding. You know, our halves and our 5'8" and our fullbacks. Judging them too early. And I think Lachlan Ilias is a prime example. I think on the coast this year, he's going to be unbelievable. He's got Matty Johns in the corner there, mate.
I'm going to throw another one in there with you with that one. Kevie Black.
Exactly right. Same kid down at Canberra. We'll do.
Out of the spotlight, mate.
I just have this feeling that, it's got to turn. And I've watched the NFL with Baker. I've watched all these Geno Smith, all these guys who.
Well, Tom Brady, mate.
Well, he was a late draft pick. He had a year off, and as soon as he got playing, he was rolling.
Yeah, but they said he was too slow. So, his pass isn't direct. Yeah,
I agree. I just think that we've got to, as a game, let's just see them develop. Let's not be too quick to throw them to the scrap heap and say they can't play and then just get discarded because they lose confidence and
I've seen it all the time, mate.
Look, Gemmet Shibasaki's a prime example. He's a prime
he's
example.
A different though because he sort of went a bit wayward early, didn't he?
Yeah, but
Shibas.
But Shibas,
he went off the track.
Years that he
went well off the track into the bush.
But what I'm saying is,
but he's back. Yeah, I understand.
Ilias needs to the Sam Darnold lesson. I think the Titans believe in that. I think it's a big.
Yeah.
I think it's a really big opportunity for clubs to go. You know what? We're going to invest in these guys a bit more and just see.
Yeah.
Build a side around them rather than you've got to fit into that side. And that's what you got to do.
Yep.
The quarterback, so that's my take on it. We have got an Australian playing, and
there's only been one Australian to win a Super Bowl. That was
Jordan
last year.
Mailata.
Right. So this kid is from Sydney.
Yeah.
He's not a kid. He's 30 years old. He's the punter.
Yeah.
Now I watched the game last week.
Yeah.
And one of his punts was game changing. So the opposition dropped it. They picked it up. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Right. So he's just re-signed, Dobbo. Have a guess how much he's another 4 years.
What is a punter signed for?
A punter, he got $16 million over 4 years.
Wow.
And you know how many kicks a game he averages?
5.
Yeah, around there.
How good. Yeah, but it's a craft, and mate,
but the pressure, mate.
Yeah,
you get it wrong. They suck them all the time. The punters,
kickers, and punters, the worst gigs.
Now he's rated the number one. He's the highest paid punter in the NFL on that new contract. But he's been over there for a long time. He was at the Sydney Swans playing AFL in the academy, and then he went to Melbourne to one of those draft things where they teach him up, and he got selected from there, and they picked him up. So he went to university in Texas, and then
from there
gradually found his way into the NFL. So it's a great story.
You can kick and get a free contract. Well done, and geez, I hope he has some luck.
I think he's averaging the longest punt per kick in the NFL as well. So he's obviously got it on. But the Seahawks, they're the favourites, aren't they? To win
I don't like them.
Who are you going on?
I'm going to go with the Patriots. I went and saw the Patriots. I actually saw this side play when I was over there
against the.
They played
Browns.
the Giants. No, they played the Giants. I went and watched them play. I got my photo with I was on the field. Met Devin McCourtney, Super Bowl winner. Saw all that, and I've got a little
that's
soft
a couple
spot.
of weeks. I'm going to. You going to? What are you doing on Super Bowl day? You're probably working somewhere.
Working, mate. Broncos have got their bloody media launch.
Oh, I've got function to go to as well.
Yeah, but yours is getting paid. I'm not.
Yeah, well, it's a tough morning out though. You know, we're at the Pineapple Hotel for a Super Bowl.
I've done that event before.
Yeah, Gordy and I are going, so it should be a good little morning. And after we went last year as well, it was good. Anyway, that's enough of the NFL. That's another week away yet. What's happening?
Trials start.
What else is happening in the rugby league world?
Well, trials start now. And look, there was a bit of a fallout. Can I just address the Angus Crichton comments from last week?
Yeah.
I don't care, you rugby types.
He's a leaguey, Angus Crichton.
He's a leaguey. I mean, he went to Scots College. I know he started at South Sydney, but the Roosters developed him. He wasn't ever going to play for the Wallabies as an 18. Yes, he might have played Australian schoolboys, but, mate, he's not making the Wallabies as an 18-year-old. League has changed him. Yes, he'll play for the Wallabies. So don't all the rugby types come at me. And you know what? Yes, it was a little controversial. Develop your own. Move on.
Yeah. His father and mother came over for the game at Wembley last year for the Kangaroos, the Ashes, and his dad flew in the night before the game, watched the game, and then flew out the next day.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Brutal trip.
And his dad, fit-looking fella
Farmer.
too, you know. Yeah, he's an old bushy, isn't he?
Yeah.
And mum was really nice as well. Those sort of stories are great to hear, aren't they? You know, when so proud of their children playing at the elite level. So good on you. Well, he's a great fella too. I like him.
Yeah.
He's a good one to have on your side.
Can you believe that? Well, I don't like talking about rugby, but, I mean, we touched on it last week.
He's negotiating now which club he plays for, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's going to the Waratahs.
Inside centre, they reckon. No?
I don't know, mate. I'm just,
what's your rugby, mate?
The Waratahs, it'd be a payday.
Payday. Where is he playing, mate? What position?
Mate, what I don't like is these rugby types. They've had a punch up. Two teammates had a punch up. They're suspended, old mate, for 2 games. Because he broke a bloke's jaw.
You know who won't be happy?
Who?
The dad.
Come on. I mean, this
Sam
Scott Young. Angus Scott Young. Yeah. Sam can fight.
Sam can fight.
Yeah, I know. But what I would say about this, I'm just going to say this. Gordy, all these blokes, when you have killers and full contact and you're doing full contact against each other, blokes get heated in the summer.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it ignites. Now, he's got obviously a lighter jaw than some because he's got a fractured jaw. Well, it was a good shot. I probably shouldn't hit each other teammates, but to suspend him now for 2, come on.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen in the league.
I don't think you should say too much about the rugby because they're already hammering you.
Yeah, I don't care. I actually don't care.
Right, the Pommies are looking for a new coach. English Rugby League.
Who's going to get it?
Oh,
I asked James Graham whether or not he would do it. He said, nope.
Well, he was one of the names
thrown up.
Wayne Bennett threw him and Sam Burgess
up.
They'd be a good one too, as far as passion. And Sam's coaching.
Well, Sam might do it.
Sam knows the.
But I don't think James Graham's not going to do it.
He won't have time. Well, it's the World Cup, so. Yeah. No, but he won't do it. So Willie Peters has been thrown up. Brad Arthur.
Hang on. Willie Peters, he's your coach.
Well, he's assistant coach.
He's an assistant with
coaching
you.
Hull KR.
I know, but come on, you can't.
This is the one that I think will get it, maybe, is Brian McDermott, the assistant coach here at the Titans.
Yeah.
He's had a long and pretty good career over in England as a head coach.
Well, they need something because they were woeful.
He's working here in the NRL down at the Titans, obviously an assistant coach, so he would know the lay of the land here in Australia as well. So would Willie Peters, and so would Brad Arthur, I suppose. So they're the 3 names that have been thrown up.
JD, our mate JD didn't get it yet?
No, I think he's focusing on the London. See, they had a win somewhere, didn't they?
They're going good, mate.
Yeah.
You watch them build. Anyway, all right.
What else we got, Dobbo?
I think this time of the year we're getting to the close now.
No. I've done a bit of, unlike you, I'm sort of back working. I've done some work on the spines.
Go. So you want to rate the best spines?
I'll give you my top 5 or 6 spines, I reckon.
Right. This is Kevin Walter's opinion.
Yep.
So you're talking the 9, the 7, the 6 and the 1.
Yeah, now this is if everyone's fully fit. Of course. There could even be some injuries.
17 teams, you've got the top 5 spines in the NRL in your opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion. Now I'm going to start at number...
In no particular order?
No. Do you want me to name my number 1 spine? We'll get to that.
Get to that. Go.
All right, well, this is... There's a clear number 1, and I think we all know who that's going to be.
Yeah, but just leave that.
Right. So, other teams that I think that can do some damage with their spine is the Dolphins.
Yep.
Now, their spine hasn't been moulded yet. That we don't know what it's going to be. So
it won't be with Marshall King for the first 4 weeks.
No. And who's going to be the fullback?
Well, Trey.
Have you been out to Dolphins training, or you just go to Red Hill all the time?
Geez, you haven't started well. Trey Fuller, and
will be
Hammer.
The fullback?
I think he will long term. Yeah, not to start off with. Hammer will start there, but I think the long term play is Herbie and Hammer in the centres.
Yeah, they've got some good options there.
So you like
six
their spine?
Six is Cody.
Yeah,
right.
Izzy Katoa. 7.
So they scored the most points in the competition last year. Cody only played 15 or 16 games. So if they can keep their spine together, they can score points. And how do you win games?
Points.
You've got to score points to win. I know defence is really important. It is a priority, but if you can score points, that's a good thing. So they're in my top 6. I'm not going to rank one.
Go on.
Yeah.
Go on. Who's your next?
Next one is the Roosters.
Good spine.
Now, this is a bit of an unknown as well, with DCE jumping in there.
Well, they got Reece Robson. They got DCE.
New player.
Sam Walker and Teddy.
There's your mate, the rugby union fella I spoke to years ago. There's a stat going around on combinations and connections and games played together, which heavily influences the outcome of games. So that's a new spine. So they might take a while to gel and get their rhythm. But so you're shaking your head, right? Tedesco's.
Mate, they've got a very good spine.
That's a great spine. I'm not saying, but the combination helps.
Yeah.
DCE and Sam Walker. Sam Walker played 9 games last year.
No, that's because he was injured. He had an ACL.
I love the kid. 16 try assists at an average of 1.5 a game. That's the best average in the league. You know who had the most try assists?
Who?
Reece Walsh.
Right.
20 something.
He'll be in that spine somewhere coming up. Okay.
Most of the good spine players get an average of 1 try a game, right? So
Roosters spine, good spine.
Roosters good. Panthers.
Mitch Kenny, Cleary, Blaise Talangi, and the great Edwards.
Dylan Edwards. That's a good spine, right?
Yeah.
You don't rate that one.
I think if you're rating 1 to 6, I think if you're rating 1 to 6, that's your 5. That's 5th.
Well, the only unknown there is Blaise Talangi, and we showed last year when he came in.
Well, is Mitch Kenny? Where do you rate Mitch Kenny as hooker? No, as a hooker. Like,
as hooker.
I'm saying, is he in the top?
I rated the top 6 in each position as well.
Yeah.
Right, and then that's sort of.
And he's in it.
Mitch Kenny is, he's in the top 6 hookers in the game.
Okay.
Do you disagree with that?
No. I'm just interested. Man, I like what you're doing. It's very good. So
right.
so far you got the Dolphins
because colour works good for me. You know,
Dolphins, Roosters, Panthers.
Yeah,
their spines. Who's next?
Right. I got the Raiders in.
Right. Okay. Well, they've got
this is a bit on potential more so than what they've actually done so far. You know.
Yeah.
But Weeks, Strange. The only question mark is their halfback. Who's that?
Sanders.
Sanders will start there, you reckon?
Yeah.
Right. And their hooker, Tommy Starling.
Tommy Starling will start, but Brayley has been unbelievable, and Owen Paddy is very good as well.
So I got Weeks in the top 6 fullbacks, and I got Strange in the top 6 5/8s.
Right.
And Starling's in the middle 6. Right. So that, and the other kids, the bottom 6. He's a bit of an unknown.
He's unknown.
So they're a work in, bit like the Roosters, although they've got some more runs on the board, they're still a work in progress. What I've seen from Sticky, he can get his spine going pretty good, can't
he? On bloody oath, he knows what he's doing.
Right, so that leaves 2 to go, Storm and the Broncos. Now, I fought with myself a little bit around this because I haven't got Fa'alonga, who's going to be their fullback now, in the top 6 fullbacks. Now, he could easily jump into that on what we've known him to do, but he's not in that at the moment. The rest of them, obviously, the world-class players. Jerome Hughes.
Harry Grant.
Cameron Munster. Right. Harry Grant missed a chunk of last year.
Yeah, but
he only played about 20 games.
Gold boot winner.
Yeah. So he's a very good, obviously, player. And in the top 6 halves, and so's Munster. And then you got Harry Grant, who's the current Golden Boot. So they've got 3. Has Munster won a Golden Boot?
No.
No. Tedesco hasn't he?
Yeah. Good spine.
Good spine. But the Broncos, for mine, if they can stay healthy, have still got the best spine. Reece Walsh has scored. We all know Reece, right? Ezra Mann only played half the games last year, and he's on average 1 try assist per game. He probably scores a try a game as well.
Sure,
Ezra, and then Reno. I got him in the top 6 halfbacks, even though he's getting to that point where he's maybe he's got 1 or 2 more years, and then got Ben Hunt at hooker, who is as good as any hooker in the game. So There you go. I think the Broncos have got the best spine, closely followed by. There's not much between the rest of them.
Oh, can I rank them?
Yep.
Okay. I think you got Brisbane 1. Yep. I think Melbourne are 2.
Melbourne 2.
Right. I would go as far as saying I think Roosters 3.
On currently.
Yeah, Roosters 3, Penrith 4.
Yep.
I think Dolphins 5, and I think Canberra 6.
Yeah.
And I think if you go that's your best. But you've got to look at, and I mean this. Right.
And you know who wins competitions, Dobbo? The best players.
Yeah, okay.
And we saw last year in the grand final, the two spines went at it, and the Broncos spine come up trumps.
You look at Cowboys. Cowboys spine.
Yep. Let's go to the other Queensland teams too, right? Okay. The Cowboys,
okay.
Right?
So, well, if you look at the Cowboys, you got Reid Marnie, you got Tommy Dearden, you got Scotty Drinkwater, and
the 6 is the Jackson Purdue,
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that again, there's not a lot of difference between to get into that top 6. Like they're world class players. They're Tommy Dearden.
Unbelievable.
He's as good as any 6 or 7 in the competition,
mate. Wally Lewis medal winner.
Reid Marnie is an unknown gun. Yeah. He could be the top 6 hookers. You know.
So then, if you look at the Titans, you've got obviously Keanu Kinney at fullback.
Yep.
It looks like Ilias and Jaden Campbell are in the halves.
Yep.
And then you've got what's his name from the former Roosters player, the hooker. Sam Verrills.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not in the top 6 to me. They're not in the top 6, but they're definitely not last. They're definitely not last.
Kinney, mate, he
Campbell,
played 3 games.
Yeah.
Campbell, where's his roof?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And AJ Brimson, well, he's going to miss the start of the year, isn't he, with that shot?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I mean, you'd like to think that
there's points in there in that side as well, you know. So, and what really did amaze me was the quality of players we have in our NRL. You know, these are just the halves and the hookers and the fullbacks. Like, you got some world class players there. Like, when does it start? You said a month for Vegas. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Hey, that's it from us here with Inside Ball. We'll be back again next week. Kevie, I like your little. Can you do some?
I'm going to bring the forwards back next week. Our best
like
packs. And then we'll finish with the back 5.
We just ranked the spines. Unbelievable. He's done some work for once.
And we agreed.
No, not really.
Well, we did. We did.
We'll see you again.
Righto.
Thanks for being with us.